Hello, Patrick.
Hello, Father.
Hello, Mary. How's your sister, Nora?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
We just come to thank you for all you've done.
What?
Well, talking to my mother and the headmaster like you did.
Oh, has your mother heard from Ireland yet?
Yes, she got a letter this morning. Well, it didn't occur to anyone that I could become a doctor. Not even me. We thought it was only for rich people.
But look, if you go on and get good enough A-levels, you'll get a student grant just like anyone else.
I'm going in for medicine too, Father.
Are you really?
Well, I think it's best for a man and a woman to have the same career, don't you?
Well, enjoy your coffee then.
Oh, very much indeed, Christine.
Yes.
Are you going shopping?
I'm just popping across the road. I want to do something about Michael's underpants.
You said you wouldn't say anything
Yes,
about...
I know I did, but Father, perfect. Honestly, you should see them. Now look, 3 pairs and the elastic's gone in every one. How on earth do you keep them up, Michael?
Yes, how do you keep them up, Michael? Come along. Now, tell Christine how you keep them up.
Well, I tuck my vest into them and then fasten my waistband and hope for the best.
Oh, Michael, really? Now then, what size are you, Michael?
Yes, size, Michael.
I've no idea.
Come on, stand up. Let me see. Come on, stand up. Arms up. There. 32. You're putting on weight, you know. Now then, what colour do you want?
Colour?
That's very important.
Well, I think I'll leave the whole thing to you, Christine.
Good. Right, well, that's settled. And I shan't be long. Bye.
Oh, my goodness, you're quite a girl. Isn't she quite a girl?
Yes, she is.
Michael, tell me something. Do you find Christine at all, how shall I put it, disturbing?
Sexually disturbing, do you mean? Not in itself. It's the reality I find disturbing.
Reality, I'm not quite with you, Michael.
Well, I'm supposed to know all about secular behaviour. She actually lives it.
Yes, but we hear confessions and attend the sick and the dying.
Yeah, we do baptisms and marriages,
Yes,
too.
exactly. Well, we hear and see a lot more than most people do.
Yes, but there is one particular relationship with people that we know nothing about.
Oh?
And that is, how can I put it? Well, being made fun of. Ridiculed, but in a kindly way. A father of a family has it with his wife and children. A father's always having digs made at him. Well, it's the lay therapy for the cure of souls.
Yes, you know, that's very true, Michael. And Christine does this for you, does she?
Yeah. That's why she's disturbing.
Patres, Pax, Hewick, Domowee, surprise, surprise.
Well, Geoffrey.
The black sheep has returned to the fold, I'm afraid. Ah, what's all this? Are we then clad in raiments white as we shall appear on the latter day?
Geoffrey, we'd better tell you now.
Don't tell me, I'll tell you. We've got a new housekeeper.
How do you know?
Little Dicky bird told me by the name of Patrick.
Patrick O'Donnell.
Yes, we correspond. Didn't you know? Well, folks, I now retire to dry my eyes. Occasioned, of course, by the fraught emotions of our reunion. Put a bit of powder on, see you presently. Bye-bye, dear friends.
Oh, dear, I think there's going to be trouble. Patrick, of course.
Of course.
Do you want me to deal with it?
No, I think you better leave it to me, Father. In fact, I think you better make yourself scarce.
Yes, I think so too. But, Michael, please remember this. If a priest hasn't got his own parish by his middle 30s, the chances are that he'll never have one. Now, Geoffrey is over 40, and the truth has at last dawned upon him. You'll have your parish very soon now, and Geoffrey will remain an assistant for the rest of his life. Yet he is intelligent, but devious, and he could be vindictive, so just be careful.
Well,
Oh, Christine, back so soon.
straight in, straight out, and you what I wanted.
Yes, it strikes me you always do.
Well, now, here we are. Do you want to put them on and give me a fashion display, do you? Sorry. I've gone too far, haven't I? Yes, well, perhaps I'd better take them back and exchange them for something a bit more...
Leave them. Please leave them. Christine, this is Father Vernon. Christine's our new housekeeper.
How do you do?
Well, Patrick told me that you were an absolute dream.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me.
Coffee?
I have a certain presentiment, Michael. You can already account for my premature return.
You like to be with us, no doubt.
Yes, this is indeed my home, my native land.
We're delighted to have you back.
Liar.
Oh, Geoffrey, I do think that we should try to retain the basic civilities.
Are you teaching me my manners, dear boy?
Only should you need it.
You know exactly why I've come back. I don't have to spell it out.
Patrick?
I find your conduct absolutely inexcusable. I don't know why you bother to stay in this profession. I really don't.
I just didn't think that he was cut out to be a priest, that's
What
all.
you think or do not think is entirely irrelevant. That boy had placed the whole of his spiritual development in my hands. You trespass on my territory and you undermine my authority.
You were away on leave. What else should I do?
Nothing without referring to me. Who do claim to be a professional, I believe.
I don't think we should...
Well, the rules are simply these. I am the shepherd of my flock and you are the shepherd of yours. And I pray to God in all humility those sheep never damn well mix. Where are you going now?
I've nothing more to say to you, Jeff.
Of course you've nothing more to say to me, you skulking bastard! Well. Well. Michael is distressed. It grieves me to see a colleague so crestfallen. Beyond his duties, he's hardly been out of his room for days.
Do you think it's to do with me?
You, Christine?
Look, I better tell you now. I don't like falling down on my job, but as soon as I've got the rest of the place in some sort of order, I'm leaving.
Leaving? Good heavens, why?
I'm in love with Michael.
Christine, I could name you half a dozen parishioners who are absolutely infatuated with me. Why shouldn't you be, my dear?
He's a priest, and I'm making him suffer. You see, I thought he gave me a hint. I thought he needed a woman. And I was only trying to show him in my clumsy way that I wouldn't mind at all as long as it did him some good. Well, what's wrong in that?
Nothing. Nothing at all, as far as you're concerned. But Michael's taken a vow of celibacy, and the law is the law.
Well, then I am torturing him. I am to blame.
No blame. Michael's struggle is with his faith. It began long before you came here, my dear. You've just simply acted as the unwitting catalyst. That's all. But Michael knows in his heart, once a priest, always a priest. Now, these little booklets, if you have a moment, they might, they could be of some help.
Come in.
Are you busy, Father?
No. Just sit down for a moment, Michael, will you? Yeah. I think that ought to hold it. Oh, dear. What's the matter, Michael?
I'm thinking of leaving the priesthood.
What?
There, I've said it now.
Have you told anybody else?
No. God knows I don't want to leave. I feel as if I've lived a long, delayed adolescence. I have to determine the direction of what I do next, alone. It's the isolation here. I feel as if I'm marooned. That's the worst part. What do you do about it?
Oh, Michael, you of all people should know what I do about it. I consider my own insignificance and then laugh at myself. And I keep calling down the heavens to laugh with me. You see, like quite a number of other parish priests, I run my own amateur radio station. That's quite a good joke in itself. Also, it keeps us in touch, as it were, with the infinite spaces that terrify us.
You're not serious.
No, why not? Why shouldn't God break through one of these days with his CQ signal, and we all answer back with our call signs, loud and clear. Why not? For God himself's a great joker, you know. Oh, yes, he loves the paradox. The lesser of the greater, we lose ourselves to find ourselves, we die to live, and so on. There's just no end to them. However, in the absence of God in the hotline, we amateurs just try to keep our spirits up by chatting amongst ourselves. And that, Michael, is what I do about it. Now, may I raise a more practical point? What are you going to do, supposing you do decide to leave the priesthood?
Well, I shall get a job somewhere.
Oh, I say, you mean you'll present yourself at the local labour exchange, and they'll ask you what previous experience you've had, and you will say, a priest. Oh, my poor boy. You know, I'd recommend that you tell them instead that you've been in prison or a mental home for the last 20 years. I think you'd do better that way.
But you're not suggesting that I stay in the church out of economic expediency?
No, of course not. Oh, Michael. I think I want you to do something for me, Michael. I'd like you to go and see an old friend of mine. We were in the same seminary together, and he became a priest. And when he was rather older than you are now, he got out. I'll give you his address. He's not far, just about 10 miles. His name is Paul Ryan. He's got no job, no chance of a job, and he's got no friends. And he's almost afraid to leave the slum of a room that he's in.
Why did he get out?
Well, it was a woman, but for one reason or another that didn't last long. I'd like you to see him.
I'd like to see him.
Good. In that case, I'd better give you a note of introduction. Otherwise, he might slam the door in your face.
Does he hate the church that much?
No, not hates, fears. As they say, once a priest, always a priest, and he calls himself a Judas. He believes he is a Judas.
Do you believe that?
It is what the Pope has chosen to call any priest who leaves the church.
But do you believe that?
Look, I'm not a revolutionary, Michael. I'm prepared to do my job under my boss and help organize his little world for him, but only up to that point, where I find his excesses intolerable. This has not happened yet.
So this is what you do nowadays?
That's it. I flog ashtrays. Now, this is supposed to be the safest ashtray in the world. Demonstration. Insert. Count up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove. Extinguished. All passion spent, as you might say.
Where do you sell them?
Oh, to anyone who'll buy them. I have to find my own pitch. Fresh in your glass, shall I? Whoops.
Fine.
I'm sorry I can't offer you anything stronger. There you are. When I was on the inside, it was gin. Neat gin was recommended, and indeed bountifully ladled out by the parish. Gin was considered to be the one true guardian of celibacy. I'm on the outside with all things permitted, and all I can afford is a daily ration of this muck.
But at least you're free of it all.
Free? Free for what? Do you know what I miss most?
The Mass.
The Mass? No, not me. What I miss more than anything else is the exciting agony of mind you're going through. You think it's lonely on the inside, don't you? Let me tell you, it's a lot lonelier out. A lot lonelier out. First, there was Virginia.
What happened to her?
Huh? Oh, she left me. She was one of those voracious intellectual women. Once she'd sucked dry the old brain cells, she was off.
Just like that.
Oh, we had our quarrels. Violent